want to do a quick I watch it so you don't have to segment for this iconic film that I watched called War of the Worlds, starring Ice Cube. D, I tried to convince you to watch this film. You've not watched it.
No.
Why not?
If I get time, I just have a massive backlog right now.
Okay, fine. I have done the service for you and for everyone else of watching this film. Now, I will tell you, I watched this film with the fast forward button firmly below my finger. So I managed to watch this 90-something minute movie in about 40 minutes because I had other things to do. And I could tell very quickly going in that this wasn't a film that deserved all of my time. War of the Worlds is the longest advert I've seen in my life. It is a 1.5 hour advert for the following companies. Number 1, Amazon. Number 2, Microsoft. Number 3, Meta. Number 4, Tesla. I want you to understand I'm not joking and I'm not exaggerating. Everything that happens in this film, which, like a film we both had lots of fun watching, Profile, happens through the lens exclusively of video calls on phone and laptops. All of it only serves to let you know how those 4 companies can provide you with the tools to survive through the apocalypse.
So do they use Teams?
Yes. So they never, the way it's most noticeable to me is that all of our characters, even though this film is set in America, never use any Apple products. So they never FaceTime, they never iMessage, they never use anything like that, which is unusual for Americans. Everything is WhatsApp text, WhatsApp video calls, or Facebook messaging, or Microsoft Teams. So clearly, Apple, Tim Cook did not cut the check, but Mark Zuckerberg did.
I'm not mad at that. I need my American friends to get on WhatsApp, to be honest.
It's true. I'm going to briefly tell you the plot of this film. So we're introduced to Ice Cube, who works for the Department of Homeland Security, and his big brother. He has access to every single phone, line, camera that exists on the planet. They start getting some strange things happening with the weather. Eva Longoria, who works with NASA, lets him know that something strange is happening. Basically, aliens come into the planet and invade, and a War of the Worlds begins. His son, who it turns out was a secret hacker this whole time, reveals that the aliens have come because the United States was stealing so much data from people that they were creating little data pockets that were attracting the aliens who feed on data. So they've come to Earth to come and eat it all up. So the only way for them to save the day is to inject a virus, a biological virus, which I believe was called virus.exe or something like that, which was crafted by his daughter, who is a biological hacker or something like that. They need to put the USB that has this virus into the system and the data centers that the aliens are eating from so they can poison them.
How do you inject a biological virus into a data center, please?
The movie repeatedly tells us that these aliens are both biological and robotic. So they need to make a crypto-biological virus. Don't tell me to explain it anymore, that this is what the film tells us. But we haven't gotten to the best part, D. His daughter is also fully pregnant, by the way, and the father of her child is an Amazon dispatch delivery man. So all sorts of shenanigans are happening. The world is coming to an end, blah, blah, blah. But they need to go and get that USB drive with the biological exe virus so they can put it in the data center so that the aliens will get infected with the virus. But how are they going to get the flash drive? How are they going to get the virus onto a flash drive? They have to order it on Amazon. So after the daughter gets delivered to the hospital in a driverless car provided by Tesla, and her father guides her through it through WhatsApp and Microsoft Teams, then the baby daddy says, wait a minute, they've been training us in Amazon how we can deliver even through the most extreme conditions. It's going to be called Amazon Air. I've been trained how to fly a drone through whatever. And then he flies a drone through the legs of the giant crypto-biological aliens to go and deliver the flash drive that they ordered on Amazon.com. And yes, they show Ice Cube ordering it on Amazon.com. But here's the thing. At some point, one of the aliens knocks over the drone. So it's now upside down. So they need to flip it back upwards. How are they going to do it? The drone is thousands of miles, hundreds of miles from them. There's a random homeless guy somewhere near the drone. I remember Ice Cube is big brother. So he hacks into this random guy's phone from wherever he is, and they call him and they're like, we need you to go over to that drone and flip it upright. That's the only way we can save the world. The guy says, I'm not doing it. Do you know how dangerous it is out here? He said, we'll give you money. We'll give you as much money as you want. He said, no, he doesn't want the money. They said, wait, we'll give you $1,000 in Amazon credit. He says, oh, wow, man, I have to do, I'm telling you. No, I'm telling you, I could not believe it. I could not believe it. He said, we will give you $10,000 in Amazon credit. He said, okay, I'm going to go do it. And he rushes in the middle of the apocalypse, buildings falling down, aliens with laser eyes, to go and get the drone. And then our heroes finish driving the Amazon drone to them so they can inject the virus into the data center, and the aliens all die and the world is saved. The movie ends with the Department of Homeland Security calling Ice Cube and saying, thank you for saving the day. I think this has shown us that the United States shouldn't just be collecting everybody's data. We want you to come and work with us, but we'll be more ethical now. And he says, nah, he's not doing that. Instead, he's going to do some stuff with his son-in-law here, who is in Amazon, who would never steal someone's data. And that's the end of the film.
But what's the point of Microsoft, Tesla, Amazon coming against the United States government? That's my question.
Are you thinking that there's some actual meaning to this movie?
No, there's no meaning. But I'm just saying, isn't that risky from their perspective?
I don't think anybody read any script for this movie. Mind you, I don't think there was any script for this movie because a large chunk of it was clearly Ice Cube improvising on the spot. So I think it was too late by that point. Tesla had already sent the check. And also, you know, we're living in a world right now where, like, it's very popular to be extremely cynical about just like people's privacy and the government and stuff like that. Trump got into the White House off of a wave of performative populism and anti-establishment stuff. So I don't actually think companies care about positioning themselves as being more for the consumer versus the establishment, even though, of course, we know that's not true.
I get all of that. I'm just saying these businesses, I'm sure they don't want to get on the wrong side of the United States government. So I just find it a bit weird for this movie to take that route. I get what you're saying, though.
What would I give it out of 10? I'll have to give it a 0 out of 10.
Not 0.
It's because it's not a film, so I can't really rank it. It's an advert that happens to be 90 minutes long and has some movie stars who, at first I was like, they're surely not paying them to do this. But then I remember that the whole film, all these companies dropped the check. And this might be a tax break or some kind of funny thing for everybody involved. So I was like, well, fair enough.
It's marketing budget.
Yeah, it was generally the most nonsensical thing I've watched in a very long time.
Well, thank you for watching. Now we don't have to.
You're welcome. I'm here to serve.